Moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. Smith on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. To do on offense, they're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Smith now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. It may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tomahali coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A third-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he spun.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarter...
And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 1st and 10, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith's still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
To throw is Smith. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away with
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Ringo. 50. Ready?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to J.U. Chesson. That'll bring up second down.
Well, Charles, looking at the AFC and NFC championship games, quarterback position, you got Tom Brady, but then you got Foles, Keenum, and Bortles. I don't know that anybody saw that quartet coming.
I don't think that they saw that quartet coming, right? I mean, everyone saw Brady, but the other trio, no one saw that one at all. So we did ask our man Marvin to dig up a stat for us. So, Marvin, what about the other three not named Brady? What has it been like for them recently?
Yes.
What did he tell us?
So 3 years prior, 2014 to 2016, Foles, Keenum, and Bortles each ranked in the bottom 5 of the league in lowest passer rating among QBs with 15 total starts or more. Foles the lowest, Keenum third worst, and Bortles fifth. But here they are. They're in the Final Four.
Statistics don't matter when you win games.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Okay, folks, we got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Smith throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he slides to avoid the hit. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down is Smith. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third and long, it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 21 that time. Throwing is Smith, and that'll be good for a KC first down. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille.
Ain't no chain gun on me now.